I think that most Americans were sick of the hate coming from Republicans. I mean that everything good in America came from liberals. Watch what Thom Hartmann has to say about Joe Republican.
I mean, just consider. John Gray wrote this brilliant piece, and I love sharing this, and you know, tip of the hat to John for writing this. It's all over the blogosphere. All you have to do is just Google Joe Republican. And I just want to share it with you. It's just apropos of all the stuff we're talking about here. And because really what we're talking about is the commons. A phrase that everybody understood, you know, before the Reagan-era raids on civics classes in our high schools. People who went to high school before the 1980s, everybody, and for 200 years, everybody understood the commons. They understood why Virginia is called a commonwealth, why Pennsylvania is a commonwealth, that there's this stuff collectively that we own, that we take care of, and that there's a reason for it. This is called Joe Republican. Joe Republican gets up at 6 a.m. and fills his coffee pot with water to prepare his morning coffee. The water's clean and good because some tree-hugging liberal fought for minimum water quality standards. With his first swallow of water, he takes his daily medication. His medications are safe because some stupid commie liberal fought to ensure their safety and that they work as advertised. All but $10 of Joe's medications are paid for by him in his employer's medical plan because some liberal union workers fought their employees for paid medical insurance. He prepares his morning breakfast, bacon and eggs. Joe's bacon is safe to eat because some girly man liberal fought for laws to regulate the meatpacking industry. In his morning shower, Joe reaches for his shampoo. His bottle is properly labeled with each ingredient and its amount and the total contents because some crybaby liberal fought for his right to know what he was putting on his body and how much it contained. And I would add to make sure it's not toxic. Joe dresses, walks outside, and takes a deep breath. The air he breathes is clean because some environmentalist wacko liberal fought for laws to stop industries from polluting our air. By the way, one of those liberals was Richard Nixon. Joe dresses, walks outside, takes a deep breath. Oh, I just read that. He walks to the subway station for his government-subsidized ride to work. Saves him considerable money in parking and transportation fees because some fancy-pants liberal fought for affordable public transportation, which gives everyone the opportunity to be a contributor to society. Joe begins his workday. He has a good job with excellent pay, medical benefits, retirement, paid holidays, and vacation because some lazy liberal union members fought and died for these working standards. For all workers, I might add. If Joe is hurt on the job or becomes unemployed, he'll get workers' compensation or an unemployment check because some stupid liberal didn't think he should lose his home because of a temporary misfortune. It's noontime and Joe needs to make a bank deposit so he can pay some bills. His deposit is federally insured by the FSLIC because some godless liberal wanted to protect Joe's money. You know, that really offends me as a Christian. It really offends me, the whole phrase godless liberal. Because some liberal wanted to protect Joe's money from unscrupulous bankers who ruined the banking system before the Great Depression. Joe has to pay his Fannie Mae underwritten mortgage and his below-market federal student loan because some elitist liberal decided that Joe and the government would be better off if he was educated and earned more money over his lifetime. After work this evening, Joe plans to visit his father at his farm home in the country. He gets in the car for the drive. His car is among the safest in the world because some American-hating liberal fought for car safety standards. Some America-loving liberal. You get it? Are you getting how bizarre the frames have been flipped? He arrives at his boyhood home. His was the third generation to live in a house financed by the Farmers Home Administration because bankers didn't want to make rural loans. Franklin Roosevelt made it possible. The house didn't have electricity until some big government liberal stuck his nose where it didn't belong and demanded rural electrification. Joe's happy to see his father, who's now retired and lives on Social Security and a union pension, because some wine-drinking, cheese-eating liberal made sure he could take care of himself so Joe wouldn't have to. Joe gets back, and let me add, before Social Security was instituted, one of the leading causes of death among people over 65 in the United States was hypothermia, freezing to death in the winter, and malnutrition-related diseases in the summer. Joe gets back in his car for the ride home and turns on a talk radio show. The conservative host keeps saying, liberals are bad, conservatives are good. He doesn't mention that his beloved Republicans have fought against every single protection and benefit that Joe enjoyed throughout his day. Joe agrees with the talk show hosts. Yeah, we don't need those big government liberals ruining our lives. After all, I'm a self-made man who believes everyone should take care of themselves just like I have. Yeah.